Hi everyone, my name is Colby. Today we're going to be covering a pretty interesting topic, at least a topic that I find interesting myself, the keto diet, or ketogenic diets as a whole. These diets have been trending for quite some time now for those of you who would like to lose weight or heal themselves naturally. And many people ask why, or how does that make any sense? Well, with over 100 years of clinical data, anecdotal data, and my own experiences, I'm here to help us all to understand and explore the amazing benefits that these diets hold. Like I said previously, I've had my own experiences with ketogenic diets, particularly the carnivore diet. And I wouldn't have ever tried an exclusive diet like that without any hard evidence as to how and why they work. Through exploring the clinical data, the anecdotal data, and my own experiences, I hope I blow your mind with what these diets are able to achieve. Now, we can't go over the benefits of the keto diet without understanding exactly what they are, or what exactly the ketogenic diet is. So keto or ketogenic diets are high fat, moderate to high protein, and low carbohydrates. So that means you're eating either high amounts of animal or plant fat, high amounts of animal or plant protein, and almost no carbs. And if you are eating carbs, they are not starches or grains, but they are from low carb fruits or vegetables. So through eating this way, your body will enter a state called ketosis. And this is where your body starts to become highly efficient at burning fat for energy rather than glucose. So in this state, your liver will start to create ketones, which will provide energy for the brain instead of glucose, which glucose comes from eating carbohydrates, because whenever you eat carbohydrates, carbohydrates turn into glucose. So if your body's lacking ketones whenever you're in this state, your body will go through a state called gluconeogenesis. And gluconeogenesis happens because there are not enough ketones to provide energy for the brain. So your body will start to, instead of creating ketones from the fat, will create glucose from the fat. And it'll essentially become a filler for what the ketones are not able to do if they're lacking within the body. So much for consumable glucose. Our body can make much better versions of said glucose and in better forms than what we can consume. Now that we've looked at exactly what keto is and how it works, let's look at a beautiful example, clinical example, as to how it works and why it worked within this study. Dr. Christopher Palmer from Harvard has been a psychiatrist and a neuroscience researcher for over 25 years. And he had a patient named Tom. Tom suffered from schizoaffective disorder. That's a cross between schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, which obviously does not sound very great. He had tried all sorts of psychoactive drugs and other pharmaceutical medications stemming away from psychology and psychiatry, as well as talk therapy and other psychotherapies that they have available. None of these worked, and the medications actually caused him to put on over 200 pounds, causing him to become overweight and see himself even more negatively. So Dr. Palmer actually put him on the keto diet from the past clinical examples as to why and how they work. And within 2 months, they actually saw an extreme decrease in his hallucinations from schizophrenia and his swaying of emotions from his bipolar disorder. And he went on after to eventually get off all of his medications, stop all talk therapy and other psychotherapies, lose over 150 pounds, and now he performs improv and tells his story in public live. It's a beautiful example, and Dr. Palmer has gone on to treat many people with other different kinds of mental illnesses with ketogenic diets. And he has also came to the understanding that mental illnesses are not just from your mind, but also your body. And the reason why keto works is because mental illnesses are now thought to be, through his theory, brain energy, to be metabolic illnesses. And the ketogenic diet works directly in healing your metabolism, your metabolic health, which will in turn heal your mental illnesses. And he has proven that, and many people have gone on to do so as well. So now that we've looked at a beautiful clinical example, let's go on to something more at home, to my own experiences with ketogenic diets, particularly the carnivore diet. I've tried a 70% fats, 20% protein, and 10% carbohydrate ketogenic diet, and it worked perfectly fine. But I found most of the benefits to come from the carnivore diet, which is extremely high protein, extremely high fat, and no carbohydrates. And I did add fruit on later on, but low carbohydrate fruit. And I saw benefits such as cognitive health and increased mechanical function, as well as mental clarity and better performance within all things of which I do, from schoolwork to martial arts to work itself, and even social aspects as well. I've had other people try the carnivore diet as well, and they've seen many benefits such as weight loss and other things that I have said previously in myself. I hope that this short overview helped us all to understand the amazing benefits of the keto diet, and I hope that it really dug deep and helped you to understand how these diets can help with all of humanity over the course of the past, present, and future.